my name is Sandra. Welcome to my channel. So today we are going to go through my Fancy Plans inserts. I got them today. Today is January 12th, and I feel like I waited forever for these. And I guess I did technically, because Fancy Plans Co. was slammed with orders over Cyber Monday. So I ordered, I think I ordered, was it November already? Or maybe it was December 7th. I don't remember, but it was a long time ago and I waited forever. So anyway, they're finally here. There's just one thing I wanted to mention, and I've already reached out to the company. I got the meal planner as well, and realizing now I have the Franklin Covey inserts, and I'm not really sure if I need it anyway, but I did pay for it, and it was sent as a Happy Planner Classic size instead of my half letter size. So I got everything unpunched because, of course, you guys know I do have my own hole punch. I've got the compact for Franklin as well as the classic, and I do have the Happy Planner disc punch if I need it. So this won't work because I don't use these home inserts in my Happy Planner because that's just for work. Like, I guess if I had to, I could, but I mean, it would be pointless. It would defeat the purpose of having all of my inserts in my Franklin planner. So I'm going to wait on that one for now because I don't even need it anyway. But we're going to go ahead and open all of these inserts. I'm going to punch them, and then I think I'm going to put them, for the most part, a lot of them in one of my binders. And then anything that I need, if there's like a couple of sheets, I'll pop it into my binder, and then we'll do a final flip through and I'll show you guys what is going on. So I did decide last minute to do this like a 2-in-1. So I'm going to do the haul first, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to use the inserts. I will be changing my binder every month or every couple of months, depending. For instance, this year, I'm not sure about February. I might even do like a flipperoo and go back to my Teresa Collins blush binder because I love it, and you know, it's February, but we'll see. And then March I have another binder lined up. So but at any point I could do a flip through, and yeah, we'll just kind of play it from there. Let's start with all of the half letter things. So you guys, when I watch Marquita from At Home with Kita, I love how she has all of her like half letter inserts. I think it just looks so cute. So the first one I got was the habit tracker. And now technically right now I am tracking my habits in my bullet journal. I just filmed my latest bullet journal video. I have to edit it still, but I did just film it. It was relatively easy, I guess you could say. I just want to see what this looks like punched. Yeah, so it's not going to sit perfectly because all of the half letter sheets were actually meant for A5. She says A5/half letter. And I think it's just so she doesn't have to make the double sizes, because A5 is a little bit shorter than the half letter. But the way this would sit in my planner, I'll just kind of show you here. I'll just put them all in for effect. This is what it would look like. So it reaches all the way to the bottom, but it doesn't reach all the way to the top. So I mean, that might bug some people, but I'm okay with it. It doesn't really affect me. So right now I don't need the habit trackers, I don't think. The only thing that this would maybe come in handy for is when I do my weekly goals. Like, we'll flip over to my weekly goals here. Like, for instance, my health, if I wanted to track my water in here with getting up at 5, bed at 11, and gummies, that could be something I could track behind here. And they are good for an entire month. And even if I did those 4 things, because technically there's other things I would like to track, but I guess it's kind of pointless because I do track the stuff in my bullet journal, like I was saying. So like, until I switch that or something changes, I don't know if I want to waste them right now. It's just an additional thing to track, right? So I think I'll leave them for right now. So the next ones that I picked out was Lister's Gonna List. Now I like these because I think it, like any of the half sheets, obviously they stand out compared to the normal size. And Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think it was given to me as a choice whether to get like the polka dot spine or the blank spine, but I don't really think it matters since that part's being hole punched anyway. So I might keep one of these out and actually put it in my list section because I do have a list section. So I'll keep one of them out. The next ones are the shopping list. So I got two different types of shopping list. One of them is going to be stuff like that I just want, I think. Like, you know, the random stuff, like whether it's planner supplies or like stuff in a shop or something. I'm going to put that on that shopping list. And then this shopping list is only for groceries because I was looking for a shopping list. Like all of my meal planning inserts have shopping lists on them, but they're not by themselves. And I feel like I had to fold over a page, but then you're kind of wasting it because that's where the meal plan goes. And I'm not going to bring my meal plan sheet with me to the grocery store. Like, I guess I could. I mean, there are people who bring their planners with them everywhere. My daughter sits in the front part of the cart, and I'm afraid that she'll like take my planner and destroy it. And I don't bring my compact planner with me to the store. I bring that with me everywhere else. If I go on a trip or if I go out for a date night, that one comes with me then. So yeah, I like the shopping list ones. I mean, either or is good. A lot of times what I'll do is I will send my husband to the store, especially if I'm busy filming or if I'm working and doing something or even watching our daughter. So I'll send him when he's home. And it kind of is nice because then I can just, you know, I don't have to, I just write down the list and the way he goes. So what I might do is just put one of each of these in my planner and I'll put it under either the meal section or, we'll see. Maybe home, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to put those aside. Now we get into the larger ones. So I was really curious about this one. I'm pretty sure this is the brain dump. So the very front, it's pretty much like a dashboard. It says to do, get it out of my head and onto paper. And so what you have here is prompts. So these are all of it's everything and anything and everything in your head. So maybe this makes sense. But like something like this, like what do you need to let go of? I think that would be more of a journaling prompt for me. That wouldn't be something I'd put on a brain dump. But anyway, so you have homework, family, friends, money, goals, faith, self-care, romance, errands, dreams, school. And this is the part that I love. I wish I'd gotten more of these. I don't know how soon I would run out of space on here, but I love the idea of having a now, a soon, a later, and an if time section because you can really narrow down your priorities this way. And then you have a note section on the back. This is probably my favorite spread, my favorite like part, I guess, my favorite thing that I ordered. I really like this one a lot. So this is going in my planner. It will go under brain dump because I do have a brain dump section. So I'll leave this to the side as well. The next one, I do have two of these. I'm going to open them both up. They're actually the food, fitness, and calorie. So I don't actually track how many calories I take in, and I don't track working out because I don't really have time to work out. Definitely not a priority for me right now. But what I liked about these is I like to be able to track my food intake. So I'll write down breakfast, not necessarily a snack, but I'll have sometimes breakfast. Mostly it's just dinner and sometimes lunch. I do feel hungry when I skip all the meals except for dinner. But how I work it usually is I'll have like potentially breakfast, most of the time lunch, and then always dinner. And then I'll have a snack after, like if I don't have lunch, I'll have a snack, and then sometimes I'll have a snack before bed, which I know is unhealthy, but if you keep them small, it's not bad. So I will be putting some of these into my planner. I just don't know how many. I guess I'd probably start with one just because I don't want to bulk up my planner. And I did go ahead because I knew I was doing this video. So I went ahead and I took out all of the inserts that I was no longer going to be in need of once I got these new ones. So when we do the flip through, you'll see it then. So now I feel good knowing I have all of these. So I'm just going to put 2 in my planner for now. Today is already the 12th. So I mean, technically we only have 2 more weeks left, and today is Wednesday. I don't know if I should start in the middle of the week or not, so I might just start next week. Maybe I'll just put 1 in for now. Okay, so I also got these divider labels, so I'm probably going to put this on my labels as well. I think the labels that I have on there, they're actually just stickers, and I don't know how well they're sticking. This, I don't know how sticky they are either, so we'll have to kind of play around and see. But you do get 3 sets, which is nice. Hopefully I have all of the same labels, so hopefully I cross my fingers. Okay, the next one is the inbox. Now, I don't really know if I need this because to me it's kind of like a brain dump. I would probably use this, I guess, as I go. I don't want to waste them, so it's not like I'm going to use a new one every day. Yeah, so it's not like I would change this out every single day, but now that I got them, I'm like, I probably should have got those inbox sticky notes instead, because then you can use them only if you need them. But to me, this kind of feels like a little bit of a brain dump. So basically anything that comes up, I would put it here. Like if I had, even if there were notes from a phone call I had to take, because I do have a few of those coming up. So I'm going to put 1 of them in, and it'll probably go at the front of my planner. Okay, the next one I'm really excited about, you guys. This is the monthly pre-planning sheets, and I'm definitely a pre-planner. I know that sounds so weird because, like, you're already planning, so why would you want to plan, if you know what I mean? And a lot of us do it. I know we do, because I cannot be the only one. And basically it's like you write a list of all the things. I think especially more so for those of us on YouTube, maybe, because you have to kind of plan, especially if you were doing a YouTube live or something. You wouldn't want to be unprepared and not know what you had going on, especially for YouTubers. It's much more beneficial to pre-plan because you need to know what's going on. You put down your stickers if you do that way, or you know what to write, because the worst is when there's dead silence. And yeah, you can edit it out, but it does take a lot of time. So it's kind of nice to have a plan going into it. And then you can always keep this sheet. I mean, you don't have to get rid of it. And technically, if you wanted to, this could actually be your monthly at a glance anyway. It could just be a quick month at a glance. So I like that a lot. So I'm definitely going to keep 1 of these. I'm going to have 1 on hand for February because I already have February in my planner. Okay, the next 2 of them actually are all about goals. So this is kind of why I wish I had received these sooner. I wish I'd ordered sooner, but Fancy Plans was so busy. So the first one is your overall goals, I think, and it has room to write the goal, put the date when you want to achieve it by, all the steps you want to take, and the strategy to get there. So this is pretty much, like, if I was to write this out, it's pretty much reiteration for me, because I do plan all of my goals out in my Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets, which is a completely separate goal planning system. But that has been my rock for the last 3 years, you guys. It has helped me so much. And so I always like to have a copy of my goals in various places, because I know, call me weird, but the more I see them, the more I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get that done. And I like to have a copy in my Franklin planner. So I do have 8 goals. I'm going to put 1 in for now because I think I'll use this more as a quarterly thing. So I'll use that. And then the next one is monthly goals. So this says goals list, but this is perfect because this could technically be for maintenance goals. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 to 4, 6, 8, 9. Why would you have 72 spots? So I don't know about that. Maybe it's just grid, just because some people like writing in grid. I don't know. But you could use that as, like, you could write in the dates, like a habit tracker. I'm going to keep one of these on hand because I think that's really good. So like, it's kind of a lot for me, so I might very well like split it up, because for me, if I was to focus on big goals, like if this was to be my yearly plan or my quarterly plan, I would have like, maybe for the first 12 weeks, I might have 3 or 4 goals. And then for each month, it might change. There might be some of them that are the same, but a lot of the maintenance goals are the same, like drinking my water, taking my vitamins, that kind of thing. But I'll just keep one of those in there too. But yeah, no, that definitely, that grid pattern on the back is interesting. Oh, I got a lot of paper, you guys. Holy. Okay, so the next one I got I can't talk. A duplicate of is the weekly cleaning routine. And this was for me to implement a cleaner house. It was for me to implement the Clean Mama system. So I'm not following that system like exact word for word. I'm pretty much putting it into my own system and figuring out how it works from there. So it looks like one of these is for 1 week. So I'm just going to have one for now. This will pretty much take me up to the end of January. But yeah, I made my own cleaning inserts because I didn't want to wait for these. And I really like this because you can put your individual daily clean stuff, and then you can put your daily, what you would do every day. So this could literally just be for weekly. So I don't know why you would want to have this area here if you already got your weekly stuff here. But, you know, it is what it is. There's a room for notes and there's a room for supplies needed. I like that because sometimes, you know, you run out of your cleaning supplies. And over the years, you do learn which are your favorite. I mean, it's not like I'm like, oh, hooray, let's go to the store and buy cleaning supplies. It's not usually what it's like for me. I'm like that when I buy planning supplies. My mom has given me many different cleaning products over the years, and there's some that I'm just like, nope. So I don't want to waste them. I don't throw them away. I do use them, but I just can't wait to get rid of them. So when I finish a cleaning product, sometimes I celebrate that little win. And I'm like, yes, I'm all done it. Okay. So we're getting into the final few here. So this next one is like this quarter page list thing. And the reason why I got this is so I can write out routines. So what I have right now, of course I do have my task cards for my planning, which they'll change, but it won't. I'm going to keep them as task cards. This is going to be for like my AM routine, my evening routine, because I noticed that I was writing them out on paper and using stickers to decorate it, and I can still use stickers on here, but it just seems easier because you already have the layout. You don't have to like do any extra work. So I really like this. I'm going to put 2 of the sheets in my planner for now. Of course, I'm not filling out anything tonight. I'm just going to put them in my planner. Okay, the next 2 are both notes pages. So this one, I'm pretty sure this was a collab. I can't remember who it was, but I remember hearing something about that. So they're really pretty notes pages. They're super wide lined, which I really like. I think when you have a little bit of a wider rule, I feel like it makes your work neater. And I've always been a bit of a larger writer. Like I remember seeing some of the girls' notes in school, like when I was in university and even in high school, and their printing was like so minuscule that you had to get like a magnifying glass to read it. And I never understood that. So I might not keep any of this right now. I don't know if I want to. It's so beautiful. I wouldn't mind just keeping the whole stack, but I'm going to leave it alone for now. Okay, and then the very last one I got was the star notes paper. So the only thing different with this is that it has like it doesn't just have, like, it's not completely blank. It has the line down the side so you can check things off or put the date, and then it has the date here as well. So I guess this could potentially be, well, you can use it for whatever you want, but it could be like a daily notes. And then you could put the day at the top and then just write your to-do list or something. But I like these pages for multiple things, but I mean, they're good too. Like if you were on a phone call or something and you had to write down a reference number or something to that effect, these are really handy for that. But yeah, the same thing, I'm just going to pop them right back into the storage binder. So I have a handful of these here. I'm going to see if these will fit on my binder as well. So I did take a few things out of my binder. I'll just show you where it's sitting right now. It's actually pretty comfortable. I noticed because I have lots of things in here right now, which is crazy. When I close it, I have no problem closing it right now. But before I took those things out, like I could barely close my binder. And this is the Anna binder if you guys want to know which one it is. So I'm just gonna see, there's gonna be a goals on here, isn't there? There's one. Okay. I just want to see how easy it is to put the new labels on. And I'm pretty sure any of the stuff that's underneath this label isn't from the label itself. It's from my previous sticker that I had there. There was like a whole bunch of glue left behind. So the one thing that I noticed is that these labels are really super long. Way too long for my planner, so I'm just going to snip it down to size. And see what it looks like on here, and hopefully it sticks really well. Nice. That looks much more professional. And I'm glad I have 3 of them. Okay, we're just gonna quickly do that to the rest, you guys, okay? That wasn't ideal because some of my topics that I like to use weren't covered on that sheet. So for instance, next month wasn't on there, today, routines, school, or reading. Those are the ones that weren't covered. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to match the font and try to match like the size and just print out my own that match like that. So I'm going to try to do that myself. Of course, I do have a Cricut and I do make my own stickers anyway. I have tried it in the past to try to play around, but I thought, well, it's pretty cheap. I'll just buy it because it's kind of painstaking if you have to do it by hand, but it should be fine. I'm just going to go ahead and do that, I think, because yeah, it's going to bug me if I see my own writing and then like the nice font. So anyway, you just can't win. I mean, not everybody can get exactly what you need unless it's completely custom, and then you end up paying for custom. So that is what it is. So now going forward in here, I'm just going to flip to the sections where I'm going to pop these in. So this one belongs in routines. So I'm going to flip to my routine section, which is at the top. These are my task cards, which are kind of falling out everywhere. So yeah, so this is basically what I did. This is my very first one I made here. And I don't think I have everything. It's not all inclusive. I think I'm probably missing stuff. And then I did this one because I'm like, okay, I'm going to redo my PM routine. So my evening is like 6 p.m. to like 9 p.m. And then my PM routine is like 9 to 11. But then I realized not only am I missing brushing my teeth, but I'm also missing my skincare routine. So I have to redo it anyway. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave both of those at the front, and I'm just going to pop in this sheet here. I think I have 2 of them. So they're going to go there, and then I'll probably still use like a sticker at the top just to decorate it, but it's just going to look nicer because you've got like these nice structured boxes, and it's just going to look a little bit more structured, I think. Okay, so now the next one is the weekly cleaning routine. So I'll flip to cleaning. I'll probably end up switching out some of these dashboards too. I just wanted to change. I do have some dashboards from Cloth and Paper that are in my storage binder, so I might go back to them. I like to change it up. But this is what I decided to do. So this was my weekly cleaning schedule, and this is actually exactly from Clean Mama routine. And I don't do this, you guys. Like, I only clean my bathrooms every second week each. So, and plus when Chad's on here, they don't honestly get very dirty. I kind of incorporate, like, this is gonna sound crazy, but I do. I mean, I'm kind of like, I do function by that rule. If it takes 2 minutes or less, just do it now. So, like, for instance, if my son pees on the toilet, I just wipe it up right away, right? Like, I don't wait for my cleaning day for the bathrooms to clean that up. I do it right away because it's just gonna be gross. So, like, I incorporate a little of the Fly Lady routine, a little of the Clean Mama routine, and I've kind of tried breaking my house up into zones, but I don't know how well that's going to work. So I'm probably going to keep this in here for now. But yeah, like, I'll do like the downstairs bathroom one Monday, and then the next Monday I'll do the upstairs bathroom. I don't dust regularly. I can tell you that right now. I'm honestly more of like not an organization person, but like when it comes to sections of an area, like my top of my dressers, I don't dust those once a week. I'll probably just organize them and clean off everything like maybe once here. And our place is pretty dusty. Like, I should really be on top of that more, but I'm not. So this is what I kind of improvised here. So I put the days of like the months, I guess, and then what areas we were going to clean. And this basically went out the window because we never cleaned the basement. I'm afraid to even tackle that, but I guess I'd rather do it now so I don't find as many spiders, because in summer there'd probably be more. But we are going to do the landing, and I already did the filing cabinet. But what I did in January was I did my dressers, and I'm going to do my makeup counter, which is, oh my gosh, you guys, it's going to take forever. It's going to take like a whole day. But anyway, so I just decorated it, and it looks pretty, right? Like, it's, I like a little bling in my planner. And by bling, I mean stickers. Okay, so weekly cleaning routine. I guess I'm just going to put it behind the slip of paper I folded here. Because honestly, this is probably all that I need. But I do have a whole bunch of cleaning inserts from the List Lab. I do have them in here. So this was like the monthly project schedule. So I put the projects here, which I might have to change. And then that's something separate. I have my daily cleaning tasks where you can check them off. And unfortunately, because I didn't print this one on this side, this section here is on the next page. But you just kind of go forward, and as you can see, I'm not even checking stuff off, even if I do it. So the weekly is next, and then of course you've got your 5 weeks in a month, potentially. Then you've got your monthly tasks, you just check it off once that you've done it. Then your deep cleaning, which is, I guess, more of the stuff I do. I don't do this stuff, but quarterly or seasonal, and then the annual stuff. I break up my organization sections, and when I go and organize something, I just clean the whole area. So like my desk, if I was to organize my desk, I would dust and clean as I go, but my desk is way too cluttered to be like maintained on a regular or even monthly basis. There's no way I'd be pulling everything off and like cleaning it again. So it would have to be something like more of a yearly thing. The next section is goals. So something that I haven't really shared is my latest cloth and paper inserts I just got. I think this is for January. I don't know if it's January or if it was the December box. I don't know. But anyway, it's it's called a visual manifesto. So the beginning of the year, so you say your preparations, you can write down all of the things. You got some notes section there. And then it gives you another kind of cover page or title page, whatever. And then you've got these like half circles on the page. So you've got dreams, to try, focus, physical, mental, to do, and financial. And then you've got a new one, but the rest of them are blank. And then I was counting. So I was like, okay, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I was like, well, how am I going to do that? Like, is that going to be monthly? Is that going to be quarterly? So I can't remember what conclusion I had come to. I think what I was going to do was fill this page out as it's stated. So like this, of course, is like the whole year. So this would be like the yearly overview, I guess. And then each one after would be every quarter. So I can make my own titles because they don't have any titles, they're all blank. So that's what I was going to use that for. But I haven't really seen anything like this, so I do like how it's new and different. I think that's kind of cool. So I'm going to keep that at the beginning because of that title page at the beginning. Then these were things I not copied, but like drew out myself. And then I have my original values and goals from the original Franklin Covey system. So I think I'll just put my goals right here. So I've got my yearly goals, my monthly goals. I'll just pop that sheet right there. And then I've got my monthly planning at a glance. So this is the part that I might have to change because I want this to say schedule, not monthly, because this has my month, my week, and my day, and I don't have them separated by those types of tabs. My month has this tab, my week has the Theresa Collins tab, and then my day has, like today brings me to the beginning of my daily inserts, and then this one brings me to my actual day, so like right here. So the monthly pre-planning, I think I'll just pop one in front of February, sorry. So here's February, and I think I would just put it right in front, and then I can prepare it that way. The inbox, I know I said I was going to have it at the beginning. I guess that makes the most sense because then I can just put anything I'm thinking of. But the problem with that is that I automatically go to my day and I write everything in my day. So maybe this could just be for quick jot notes. So if I ever did come across like a situation where I needed to write something down, I could just put it there. It just kind of defeats the purpose of my cover page, right? Because I have this here to look pretty. Oops. And I don't want to put anything in front of that. So now I'm not really sure if I need that or not. I could just use it as a notes section, but then, you know, what am I going to do with the inbox? It's pretty much just a task list, really. It's like a glorified task list, which I already feel like I use the daily for. So I'm going to put that to the side for now. The next one is health, which again, I don't love this idea, but I had to put it, what did I call it now? Wellness, because there was no health tab. So I kept this in here, but I took everything else I had in here out. So I'm going to pop this in here because then I can start tracking my food intake in here. I stopped doing my food because I did that in my Happy Planner, and my Happy Planner is now toast. Like I don't have it anymore for my home stuff. So yeah, so I want to leave it in here. Then I have, right, I've got my brain dump. I really like this. So I'm going to go to brain dump. Same thing. I'm going to take this out because I feel like changing things up. And I'm just going to have the brain dump, and then this is going to act like a title page through the see-through divider, just like that. And then I've got my shopping list, and my lister's got a list. So with my list, I'll go to that section at the very back. I do have some paper from the list lab there, but I'll just put this one in front, like a little half sheet, which is kind of cute. And then the remaining two are the shopping lists I was talking about. So they could go under lists as well, but I think I'll put them under meal planning and just put the shopping list, like this one here, right in front of the meal planning, because then I can write my meal plan out. And this shopping list, I don't know if I want to have it under groceries. I might put this one under personal because I could use it for anything that I want to buy. There. All right, and then I have to figure out if I want to use this inbox or not. I like the idea of an inbox, so like sometimes like I'm a little weird because I have my planner. I've got my daily, right? So like for instance here, I actually wrote a whole bunch of like things. I can't remember. I think this is when this was this morning when I was going through all my planner stuff, and like sometimes instead of breaking out my planner right in front of me, like opening this bad boy up, I'll be doing my goal work and my cultivate what matters, and then I'll do my budget stuff, and then I'll have my my happy planner and then my bullet journal. And as I'm doing that stuff, sometimes I'll see things that I want to add to this planner for the day or for the week or the month, and then I'll get ideas for stuff. Like all of a sudden inspiration will hit and I'll have to open up to my blog page or something. So sometimes stuff like that happens, and I could use this for that. But I don't know, it just kind of defeats the purpose. It's almost like a brain dump / task list / like notes page. You know what I mean? And I don't really know where to put it if I want to use it at all. And like, yeah, so I did this on this like cutout. This is a Bloom's insert. It's actually a cutout note, and it's from my compact, and I just had them in front of me. So what I'll do, which is completely random because I do have all of this space, like if I'm looking at the day on 2 pages, I have like the to-do list, then my schedule. So sometimes I'll put like, if there's something specific I need to do in the morning, like take my son to school, I'll put it under the morning. Afternoon will be like put my daughter down for her nap. Evening will be cook supper or, whatever. And then this whole page is pretty much my inbox. It's like my note page. And then what I do is I go to the very beginning where it says index. And if I do come across, if there's anything important that I've written on any of these sheets, I will come here, write down the date, note 1, note 2, note 3, etc., and write what it is. And then so all I have to do is come to this page and be like, okay, I'm looking for this. Where did I put it? And that's kind of using the Franklin Covey system. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just put this at the beginning of the dailies, and maybe I'll put a tab on it. I am actually missing, I bought these, like, they were Avery tabs. I can't remember the name of them now, but they were these tabs. I swore I put them in here, but I can't find them unless I put them in my back pocket. I'll check. But anyway, they were metallic, and I wanted to share them with you guys, but now I don't know what I did with them. I swear, they've got to be around here somewhere. Like, it's not like they just disappeared into thin air. But like, I have all of these sticky notes. Sometimes I'll write in a quick note on one of these to my husband, and then he'll give it back to me, and I pop it in my planner. So, just like, always been one of those people that were like, don't worry about it. Like, don't put tons of sticky notes in your planner. Just use your planner and put everything in there. And here I am, having sticky notes. I've got tons of these things, you guys, like it's crazy. So let's just use one of these, and I'll pop that on top so I can remember that that is my index, and that if I need it, I can use it. Oh, I found them. Look, you guys. Oh my God, they were here the whole time. You probably saw them and I didn't even see them. Oh, and I want to take that one off. Okay, we're going to. Purple is my favorite color, but we're just going to put that back to save it. I just had them in the wrong box. I really like that gold one though. That's really cool. Or the blue one. Ooh. Okay, maybe the blue one today. They're so pretty. I love them so much. Okay, just like that. There. I didn't even get it on straight. Okay. There, can we see it? Not past the bow. Kind of. Okay, so yeah, I could do a quick flip through. The video is already an hour long. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so this is like the flip through of my planner. So I am kind of bummed. Obviously, I'm bummed because of this meal planner situation. Like, this should be a half letter, not a classic happy planner size. So that's kind of disturbing. And then the other thing is the labels. So I'm going to have to still make a few of my own. And maybe I'll just do mine in script. I like doing script. Anyway, okay, so I've got tons of things here. A lot of the stuff is just decorative. It's not really useful. And I feel like it's really like big. It's getting bigger, I feel. These are also from Cloth and Paper. So they were just like lifestyle stickers, they're called. They're all stuck together. This one is like a delivery. So like when the mail comes, I've got grocery icons, and these are really tiny, but I like them because they're clear. They're very minimal. This one is laundry. I've got, what else do we have? Appointment. I can't even see because they're literally all stuck together. Appointment, meals, and then the last one is what? Cleaning. But they're very, very tiny. So I'm just going to keep those in there. And now I'm basically messing up my planner. That's okay. So the rest is like pretty much basic stuff. In behind that, I've got these spotlight stickers. So all they are these like kind of, they look like reinforcements, but they're different colors and different sizes there. I do have my word of the year here. So I finally figured out, I did this little book. I'll see if I can link it for you. It's like this finding your magic or finding your word of the year. And my word is empower. And I feel like it's empower because there's been like for such a long time, like I wasn't earning an income after I quit my Sobeys job. And I just feel like now I'm helping, I'm making more decisions, especially for our family. Like I've kind of taken over the finances because it's a bit better fit for me. Like I love that kind of stuff, and I do our taxes and stuff. So I just feel like empowered because I'm doing more. I'm helping make more decisions, and that's not to say I wasn't before, but I just feel better knowing that I'm kind of in charge of my own destiny, so to speak. I don't know. I could get into that, but I'm just going to continue quickly flipping through because my son needs to get out of the bath. So these dashboards are probably going to change at some point. I've got 2022 Make It Happen. I've got my goals. So this is the Cloth and Paper. I've got my quarterly goals that I wrote out here. And then we get to the Fancy Plans Co goals. So I like this. I want to see how I can use this. Like I'm excited to go ahead and fill them out. Then I've got my values and my clarifying statement. Then we go into schedule, which is technically labeled monthly there. So I've got future plans. I've got my kind of year at a glance, but my future plans basically. I've got this little list I wrote out of all the things to track in my planner. We pop into January, so this is the monthly. Then this is my checklist just to check over to make sure I have everything on here. I've got my monthly task list, more things, monthly task list, my monthly goals. Technically, I could put in my monthly goals from this sheet here. I didn't even think about that. So this would be all my yearly stuff. And then I could put in that sheet. Let's see here. This one. It's not as pretty as this. Like I don't think I'd have enough room to embellish it as much. I think I like this for now. I'm just going to leave it. Then we pop into next month. So this next month tab hasn't really been working for me, but now that I have this here, it might be better so that I have the information here available when I'm ready to plan. I like that a lot. So I've got February, which is completely empty. Then we get into the week. So this is the first week of January. And then the Teresa Collins comes with weekly notes and a weekly meal plan. This is the current week. So I did this beautiful neutral color. And then I did a whole bunch of notes because I was doing my February goals. The rest of my weeklies. Now I've come to my little blue tab here, my inbox, and this is sitting right in front of my dailies. So then all of my dailies, and I'm on the 12th here today. Bypass that, we get to routines next, and I've got my planning task cards. I've got my routines I wrote up myself, but I will be transferring to these sheets here. And then I also have this day theming sheet and a schedule, which is probably needs to be updated. Next comes home, and I have this dashboard from Cloth and Paper, same as this one here, but it's a textured dashboard. I've got my wine list. I just added a new wine tonight. It's the Colomán Mendoza, Argentina. It is a Malbec, and it's delicious. It's got very bright notes, very fruity, which I don't like sweet wines, but it was perfect with our enchilada dinner that we had tonight. I've got my non-food items, my personal and household, master home projects. Then we get to school. And these dashboards, by the way, are from Franklin Covey. I've got my school information sheet and his schedule, but I haven't filled this out yet. Our checking off that we've been doing our reading every night with him. His spelling words. I made this all by myself. I just used some stickers here and just put it at the top. I've got another piece of paper there to track spelling. Next we get into meal planning. So I've got this cute little shopping list, and then I just have these foodie inserts from Franklin Covey. The next section is notes, and it's a top tab. I've got my life categories, and that is it. Next we get into cleaning. I've got all of the inserts I basically made myself here using the List Lab sheets. This is from Fancy Plans Co. I'm going to start using this right away. And then everything else again that I made myself. And then this is just for project organization cleaning work. This is my old routines using the List Lab inserts. Then we get to wellness, technically for me health. And I just have this one sheet here from Fancy Plans Co. And I like being able to track my water and my sleep and all of my meals at the same time. Okay, then we get to brain dump. So this is probably my favorite thing, like I said, from this haul. I love this so much. I'm going to use this. I'm going to fill this out as soon as I feel the need for a brain dump. It's going to go here. Okay, then we get to reading. And reading, basically, I've put all of the books I want to read. So I've written them all out, every single one. And then I have started kind of like a reading summary journal type thing where I read and then I will write down what I read, just a small little bit, but that will take lots of notes paper, so I've got a few pages there. My business section is next. I've got my brand outline, my January tasks and goals, an overview calendar. This is for reference only. Some video ideas for and business ideas. Then my blog posts that will be coming up. I've got my ideal January schedule. I did redo this too, by the way. Again, these are just List Lab inserts. My February ideal schedule. And then my next month ready to go. I've got a list of business supplies I need, my life organization system. And the last page is just important to me stuff. Next is personal. This is from Cloth and Paper, and then my own dashboard from Michael's. A shopping list here because there might be something personal that I want to add there. Christmas gift ideas, karaoke songs, inspirational words. And then the very last tab is at the back, and it's lists. And it looks like this got destroyed somehow. So I might have to switch this out. I've got my list from Fancy Plans Co. and then some miscellaneous listing paper some from Franklin Covey and some from the List Lab. And then at the very back, I just have my plastic insert. This is for my compass card. So I'll switch this out sometimes instead of my progressive task cards. I've got my page lifter and then some random stuff in the back. And that is it for my final flip through. My planning system is now complete. But again, I say that with a grain of salt, you guys, because it is very important to update and figure out what is working in your planner currently and what is not. Your life changes, things change. Your planner needs to reflect that, and you need to switch things up and change it as you go as well. You'll see a lot of planner people on YouTube, on Instagram, it doesn't matter, changing their planners all the time. And you probably are like, why? Why do they feel the need to do that? And the decoration part is simply because they get bored. But the aspects of planning or changing, rearranging dividers or tabs, perhaps whatever they first tried out wasn't working for them. So you simply have to try again. But overall, like I'd say, definitely try, because I know a lot of people have issues with sticking with one planner throughout the course of a year. So myself, you guys know that I have a few different planners going on, but I do use them all in different ways. I don't usually reiterate anything unless it's for my business reference schedule in here, because my main work is done in my happy planner. So I write that out twice. And then I also write my main calendar schedule in my compact, just for reference if I'm going to the doctor and I'm out or I'm making an appointment. So it's important that I have my monthly schedule written in my compact. So I guess my point is that I still think it's important that you stick with the system. Like, don't go and buy, 10 different planning systems and waste all that money just because you're not happy, because maybe it's just something you're not doing right with a planner. Of course, if you buy a book bound planner, it's a lot harder to change that than it would be something disc bound or ring bound like mine. So it's best to think long and hard about choosing your system at the beginning, and then you can change things up from there. So I hope you guys found some inspiration from this video. I love watching Marquita from Planning with Kita. I love how she has her planner set up, and I really think I'm going to get lots of enjoyment out of using her inserts. So that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're new here, I would love if you would consider subscribing, and don't forget to click on the bell button because it will let you know every time I upload a new video. And that's it for me. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.